Hey, Wednesday, August 19, 2020. Just leaving work again. I have to apologize for my last video when I was driving. I didn't notice all of the phone shaking around. So I'm working on getting a new car dash mount for it. So bear with me. I apologize for the shakiness. I never realized it. So, anyway, today was a decent day, I guess. Other than California's on fire everywhere. I have a stepson that his workplace up in Lake Berryessa is evacuated, and his father and siblings are evacuated from Lake Berryessa, and so they evacuated down to Vacaville, which is now getting evacuated. Apparently, there's multiple fires going on, and the sky's all hazy. When the sun rose this morning, it was just a red ball. I tried to get a picture of it. I'll see if I can post it in this video somewhere. So I personally can't smell it, but other people remarked how they could smell it. And there's ash in the air. All of our cars are covered in ash. So, yeah, it gets kind of creepy when stuff like that goes on. You don't know if it's going to come into your area and directly affect you or not. But like Lake Berryessa is up in the mountain, kind of the hills area and forestry area. So yeah, they're gonna get hit. But for the most part, I'm in the rural suburbs, and there's hardly any trees and forest to worry about anyway. We just have to deal with the bad air, which it's California. We do anyway. So we're used to it. I would love to get out of California, I tell you. But I don't know where to go. I wouldn't want to go back to Michigan because I left because of snow. I don't like snow. I don't want any kind of precipitation. Arizona's too hot. Oklahoma is not only hot, it's humid, and it's in Tornado Alley. So, Texas, it gets mudslides and stormy weather too. And is there such a thing as a perfect climate in the United States? I don't know. I never hear anything about Tennessee and Kentucky, so maybe that's the place to go. I don't know if they get snow or not that far south. I mean, I don't know if I consider that the South or not. It's kind of in the middle, just below the Midwest region. So, and I'm getting too old to move anyway. Just stay where I'm at and just live as long as I can. The stuff that I've ordered from Amazon should be here later this week. I'm going to be using my DSLR as a webcam, which should give me really good video and put my camera to use again, since I haven't really touched it in over a year. I was doing photography for a while, and which is how I got my name, Lucid Splendor. I spent days and weeks contemplating what to call my business, and ended up with Lucid Splendor Photographic Expressions. And I thought that was a pretty good name. I think it's pretty close to the point. Lucid being clear, and splendor being like grandeur. So I stuck with it. But now everything's expired. My business license and everything's all expired, and I don't know, I had a Bridezilla and just didn't. After that, it just kind of deflated me on the whole idea of having a photography business. And supposedly they're a friend of the family. They're our friends, and man, she really ripped me a new one, I guess. And I didn't feel that I did anything outside of what I said I was gonna do. I don't know where it went wrong. They were in, first of all, they have a night wedding, and then they're getting married in a place that has all windows. So that's two things right there for a photography nightmare. The windows being reflective had like flash bursts in the photos, and the nighttime photography had a hard time focusing, of course, and it was just a very difficult job. And when I presented her with the pictures, of course she didn't like anything because of these things. And then her husband has these dark areas under the eyes that made him look like he had a couple of black eyes in almost every picture. And she complained about it. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't change people's looks. So trying to make them happy, because they're supposed to be friends of ours, I spent extra hours. Hours, days, another week on edits, editing every single one of these things, which, at a wedding, I'm taking all kind, like 1,200 pictures just to make sure that I got everything. So I went through and I edited out all. I did corrections under his eyes. I took out all of the flash bursts in the windows the best I could. I did everything the best I could, and when it was all said and done, I probably got down to about $4 to $6 an hour for this job. And, because I gave them a deal to start with, and then had to spend all this time it amounted to about $4 to $6 an hour, which is totally ridiculous for a wedding. And it just really deflated me. I did not want to do it again. Then, I had another job before that. Maybe I was starting to get deflated on it before that wedding from a different job I did that they didn't seem to like. I did a photo shoot for a couple around a park, and I thought they turned out great. I really liked them, and she didn't. She just, all she could tell me was she expected something different, and I'm not sure why or how, in what way different. So I ended up giving her all of the pictures. I just said, well, here, you can take them all. It's fine. You can print and reproduce whatever you want. I'm done. So, but as far as that wedding goes, when she ripped me up and down, I had to walk away. I just said that I fulfilled my side of the contract, and I'm very glad that I had that contract signed. Even though they're friends, I still had a contract. So there you go. She could not do anything other than be mad at me for whatever reason she invented in her head. So, all right. And so I just kind of, I wasn't getting the phone calls, so I just let it go. And my camera's been sitting ever since. And now, the exciting part is that I get to use it again as a nice webcam. I'll have it hooked up and probably do an official opening video this weekend. Hopefully get that uploaded. And, maybe get some subscribers. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna do as much content as I can. Once I get the car mount that doesn't bounce around and shake, I'll keep doing those too. But I feel more comfortable in the car when I'm driving because I'm by myself. And at the house there's people, so I'm a little bit more shy, I guess, about having people hear me go on in a video. I shouldn't be. It's family, so that is my story for the day. I don't have any other ideas, so I'll talk again tomorrow. This is fun. Hopefully you get a laugh or two. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.